Well, good afternoon. It's been a little while since I posted anything on YouTube, and just wanted to do some updates on the job search and some of the things I've been running into and thoughts and stuff on that. So, as you can see, I'm in the car. I'm in hour number 10 of about 11 and a half hour journey here. So, right now we're on Route 9, just east of Bennington, Vermont, heading into the Green Mountains, and we'll be ending up in New Hampshire. And so, like I say, it's been a little while, and I wanted to give an update for those who've been watched a little bit of my channel, and so a little background. Couple weeks before Christmas, this past Christmas, I was laid off from my job that I had been at for about 8.5 years, and basically what happened is they lost one of their clients, and it was a fairly big revenue hit, and I was cost cutting. So I was cut out and out of a job. So one of the things is, and one lesson learned from that, which I wasn't, it was be prepared for something like that. Always be prepared. It's not a given that you're going to walk in every day to work and have a job. So hopefully this video setup is going to work here. It's not. She's slowly fading here. Oops. I don't know how some of these guys do this stuff where they're driving down the road spot. Probably shouldn't be doing it. So after the layoff, I was got in and applied for unemployment, and of course that process, you're out looking for jobs, doing resumes. So I did a resume and sent a few of those out, and of course got some fairly immediate rejection. Oh no, you don't fit what we're looking for. So you start researching a little bit, and I kind of knew that a lot of these things went through pre-screen AI, the type of things, and they start looking for certain buzzwords and certain themes, and that's all they're looking for. So if you don't have those in your resume, there you go. You're not going to get picked or even looked at. So again, modify the resume a little bit more. Get a few more little instances where somebody's interested, but again, not a lot. And on resume number 3, I started to get a few more hits and a little bit more interest. So you go to the first interview, it's HR calling you, and they're just kind of screening you again. And I actually had one or two of those where I was screened. Actually, one lady told me that it was the first time she'd ever had a pre-screen where the person being screened asked more questions than she said. She felt like she was being interviewed, because I want to qualify the job, see what's going on, and I had a lot of questions about the job and see if it's worth my time. I don't want to just go through the whole process and figure out that it's not something that's going to fit me. So I had that, and then had set up an interview with the next level, and of course the guy didn't show, so spent time getting ready for that, and like I say, the guy didn't show. So my camera keeps falling down here because it's too heavy. So Sorry about that. The camera, as we're bouncing down the road, I tried to wait to a smooth road and just kind of too heavy for the mount, I guess. So that's where I've been, is working through the process, and then you have the questions. When you do the interviews, they have these questions, these standard questions, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I guess things like on a beach in Hawaii and, in your chair. They don't like those types of answers for that type of thing. Also, what's your biggest weakness? Well, Ben and Jerry's fish food? No, that doesn't fly either. So what it basically comes down to is, you got to play the game. You got to play the game to get through the first hurdle, and then if you make it to the interview phase, you got to play that game too. So, I don't know. It's almost like you need AI to write your resume. Put the information in, put the job description in, and let AI spit out what's going to be acceptable to AI, so you can get. Where's this camera going? So you can get through that first process. Sorry about the camera here. It's doing funky things. So back to the AI thing. So that'll get you through the first process. And I think what you need to do after that, once you've gotten through that process and you're going to be interviewing, you need to go online and get an idea of what they're going to ask for questions, because there's a lot of standard questions, and practice your answers. There's the questions that are listed online, also the answers that they're kind of looking for. A lot of videos on that. So practice that type of thing, so you can get through the levels. And like I say, you need to play their game and study their game, so you can make it through those different processes. Unfortunately, that's the way it is nowadays. Because most of the resumes that get submitted just get discarded, and a lot of good people are discarded along with the process. So, like I say, you got to play the game. So, like I said, I worked through the process, and I decided what I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to do that in another video, to say what I did. So, like I say, stay tuned for the next video, and we'll let you know what I ended up doing.